If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 87 of the My Player series here on FIFA 16. I wasn't planning on bringing back the uploads until tomorrow, but you will be seeing this on Tuesday evening. What with it being half-term week for the majority of you here in England, it just makes sense to bring back the uploads as soon as I possibly can. So we're starting with an international special, actually, back today with the My Player series. We have Denmark and then Greece in the qualification for Euro 2020. We're starting in a strong lineup. Joe Hart, Nathaniel Klein, Phil Jones, Smalling, Baines, Milner, Henderson, Walcott, Sterling, myself and Rooney in a 4-2-3-1. We have dropped it down to professional difficulty again. Obviously, we've been testing things out with our new move to Real Madrid. Seemed to be okay. Turns out, no, it's not as good as we thought it was going to be, or we were hoping it was going to be, with better quality players around us. So unfortunately, just thanks to the engine with FIFA 16, doesn't necessarily lend itself on the higher difficulties in a My Player game mode to decent gameplay. The CPU just focuses entirely on possession and just doesn't create any chances. So we'll be playing on the lower difficulty setting as we were previously at Everton, and it was very entertaining for us at Everton. So hopefully we can return to that sort of level of gameplay. So we'll start here with the game against Denmark. Should be selected for Greece as well. If not, we'll play the next game in our Real Madrid endeavours. But for now, we'll jump into this home game at Wembley against Denmark. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you drop the video a like rating and subscribe to the channel as well. If you haven't to this point, we've had 2 draws so far from our opening 2 games in this particular competition, or qualifying for the competition, against Slovenia and Italy. So it'd be nice to get 3 points here in an England shirt for the first time in Euro 2020 qualifiers. Nathaniel Klein with the throw. Gets it back to James Milner, plays it immediately round the corner to me. We'll give this to Rooney. He's going to have a decent shot, but that flashes past the post. 16 minutes in, and that's the first decent opportunity we've created to this point. Rooney just trying to take it first time, perhaps catch the keeper off guard, but maybe even caught himself off guard because he wasn't able to find the target. Baines to me. We're late in front of Nathaniel Klein, try and entice him to come onto a forward run. I do like it when the wing-backs go on the overlap. Just gives you that extra option out wide for a little bit of extra width. And hopefully we'll try and get Klein going forward again. Had to do a forward roll to get that pass away to him. Here's Theo, and there goes Klein on the overlap. And he's going to get played in as well by Theo Walcott. And that's a gorgeous whip in. Rooney underneath it, but headed behind by the defender, I think. It's going to be a corner to England. It is. Fingers crossed this one's better than Milner's last. It is. I might be underneath it. I think I won that header to Smalling. Wow. Great opportunity at the back post. All he's got to do is get that on target, and that is 1-0 England. But, well, definitely a centre-back's shot there. First time swing at it, and it completely missed. Sviatchenko, Højbjerg around the corner to Jensen. This is Denmark's opportunity here to maybe take themselves a 1-0 lead. Nice ball to Pione Sisto from Christian Eriksen. Not much conviction behind the shot though. If he'd really put his foot through that Pione Sisto, we would have been in real danger there because he was in plenty of space. He's on the ball again here. Denmark trying to create a second opportunity in as many minutes. Braithwaite into Eriksen. This is good football from the Danes. Going to be dangerous here. Alman into Victor Fischer. The Ajax man might get the cross in. These fancy pink boots, although it looks like we've defended the opportunity very well. So one chance for Denmark that really could have caused us some real problems, but luckily for us, Pione Sisto's shot was straight at Joe Hart. Oh, Smalling ran past the ball there, but he's gotten it out wide to Nathaniel Klein. We've got a new player on the right-hand side. Will Buckley's come on for Theo Walcott. Quickly played around the corner by Jordan Henderson to Rooney. Not sure how long Rooney will still be on the pitch now. Normally the manager likes to bring on Daniel Sturridge in the latter stages. Here's Raheem Sterling into me. Now we'll give it to Rooney. And a real chance for England. And he's put it over the bar again. Too many opportunities in this game that we have wasted by not even getting the ball on target. Wayne Rooney had so much space there, enough time to let that run across his body and take it with his right, but he snatched at it with his left, and it's gone over the top of the bar. We're on course for another draw here in the group stage of the Euro 2020 qualifiers, but maybe Jack Wilshere can do something that James Milner couldn't. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, lovely ball by Fischer out wide looking for Pione Sisto. Baines had to win that header, but Braithwaite's knocked that down. Oh, flashing just wide of the post. That would have been a great goal if he'd have been able to spin the defender there and whip that into the bottom corner. Denmark have been very dangerous in this second half. if we want to get a win from this one, or even maybe just a draw, we are going to need to put the ball in the back of the net, it seems. Smalling, not really the obvious player to push forward in that role now that we're on all-out attack, but maybe something can happen here. Raheem Sterling goes for the cross. He's going to pick out... No, he just missed the ball. Henderson hits it first time. Henderson again to Rooney. Blocked, and Ankerson will get it away. Oh, if Henderson's touch or first shot there, when the goalkeeper was out of position, had flown on target and not been blocked, that may have been a dramatic winner. Baines up against Pione Sisto here, and luckily our former Everton teammate comes away with the ball. Rooney to me. We'll try and drop the shoulder for the defender. Rooney's made the run, but Chris Smalling is in so much space. He's laid it across to Sterling. Again, not on target. Raheem, please. We want a win from this. How many chances do we need? Each one has gone just a couple of inches wide of the target, but it's a couple of inches the wrong side of the target, and we need a goal here. We don't want to let the teams at the top of the group get away from us. Kasper Schmeichel has not been tested here. We've been switched to left striker, as you saw there, so presumably it's Rooney alongside me, and Jay Rodriguez has just come on the left for Raheem Sterling, who just had that opportunity. There he is getting a touch on the ball. But Chris Smalling will continue to be pushed up alongside myself and Rooney as we're on all-out attack here. There's barely any time left in the game. Nathaniel Klein is going to shoot this one across here to Baines. Baines to Jay Rodriguez. I'm going to push inside here considering we're in a striking role. But Jay Rodriguez giving the ball away. Only 2 minutes added on as well. There haven't been too many stoppages in the game, in fairness. So there's not really any need for 5 added on. But can we get the tackle in there? Buckley gets 1 tackle in, but then the ball races away to a Denmark player. And that is a 0-0 draw. So unfortunately, despite plenty of opportunities in this one, many more than we had on Legendary and World Class, we still weren't able to get ourselves a goal. Clear-cut opportunities as well, especially that one for Sterling and Rooney just beforehand. Sadly, though, we're going to have to settle for another point in the Euro 2020 group stage, but fingers crossed we can get 3 points against Greece. I have faith. Come Greece down the left. Oh, I say down the left. He's turned inside to Samaris. Here's Siovas, but he's given it away. No, he hasn't given it away because for some reason the man in the middle there decided to ignore the ball. Luckily, the shot in the end wasn't too hard at all for Joe Hart to get under his spell. We are playing a handful of rotation players in this game, which is weird because Greece so far have been the pace setters at the top of the group. So this might be a little bit more difficult than it necessarily had to be. Nice ball by Walker up to Wayne Rooney, though. Very well played. I'm going to keep this run going, although he's probably going to use Jay Rodriguez. No, he's going to use me. Well, we'll use Jay Rodriguez then, shall we? Here he comes down the left-hand side, the Southampton man. Unfortunately, his ball into the box isn't very good at all. 10 minutes gone. Greece with the only chance of the game so far. 0-0 the score. We've got a free kick in an interesting position. It's clearly not the best place to shoot from, but we do come very close to a goal. Gary Cahill flicking the lofted free kick on, and that wasn't far away. Karnizis wasn't sure, couldn't get his angles quite right, definitely felt the need to dive for it. Unfortunately though, shock, just a little bit wide of the target. We definitely need to start getting the ball on, well, just aiming between the sticks, I think, would be a start, to be completely honest. Clearly, the England side need to do some finishing training, but maybe we can have another opportunity from this move. I'll try and turn nicely there, which we have done. I'm just going to drive forward here. Rooney will hopefully make me a nice run. Fuck it, I'm going to do everything myself. A shot on target. Karnizis with a good save. Right then, corner. Good save, in fairness. Wasn't the best of shots, not too much power behind it, but was well directed at least. That is coming towards me, but cleared away. And Wilshere hits it first time on his weaker right foot, and that, you could definitely tell, was not his strongest foot either. Really, really poor effort from Jack. Baines steals it off Fatsidis. Here's Jordan Henderson, out to Jay Rodriguez. May play me in here, Jay, if we ask for it. Get the turn in, left-footed shot, looking for the ball. Oh, to go in between the sticks, but unfortunately now I'm starting to hit the ball off target as well. Half an hour in, we've definitely been the better side so far though. Karnizis, again, wasn't sure and felt the need to dive for it, but unfortunately for us, again off target. Baines to Jordan Henderson. Greece have started to just put numbers in the middle now. You can see how many white shirts there are in and around the man on the ball. But Jordan Henderson's worked this nicely with Leighton Baines. We may get a cross in. He's gotten back on his right foot as well. Jay Rodriguez now perhaps going to turn inside, taking his time. A little bit of misdirection with the off-the-ball dribbling. Still going here, Jay Rodriguez. Can we have a cross, please, sir? I've called for it. It's come my way. We've won the header. It's on target, and Karnezis makes another good save. Here's Rooney again. Again, maybe call for the cross. It's come on the volley this time. What a save from the keeper. Wonderful reaction stuff. We haven't scored many volleys at all. In fact, I think we've only scored one so far in our career, but that was on target and a great save from the man in between the sticks. That's flicked on and just wide again. That time Jay Rodriguez winning the header. 35 minutes in. We could be 3-0 up by now. Hopefully it won't be long before we do get the first. Wilshere gets that through the gap to me rather nicely, actually. We'll try and play in Jay Rodriguez, which we have done. He's taken it in his stride, giving it to Rooney, back to me. We'll try and finesse it into the bottom corner, and Karnezis again comes away with the ball after a very, very good save. Getting a little bit risky at the back. Greece are under pressure here. It will not be long before their defence cracks and we get ourselves in front. Big rangy ball by Corellis looking for Thanasiadis, and he's brought that down brilliantly on the chest, lays it into Ninis, who again shows great first touch, but Greece's first chance of the game goes straight at Joe Hart. That was dangerous. Brilliant take by the striker there, and the forward rushing midfielder as well. Their first touches, very impressive here, Greece, in that particular effort, but so far, still no goals. Rooney, though, might be able to play me in here. No, he's drifted too far wide. Will Buckley might get the cross in, perhaps. Just waiting for it. There it comes, but it's over me, and Fatsidis will get it away. Greece been living on the edge so far defensively, but maybe in this second half, just as the Danes did, might start to cause us some problems at the other end for our defensive unit. Jack Wilshere draws another good save out of Karnezis. Chance after chance after chance in both of today's two games. We just cannot find the back of the net. Been much, much better here than it has been in the previous few episodes. Really, really pleased with the change in gameplay after dropping it back down to professional. It's been a lot more entertaining to play, and I'm sure that will come across in the watching of the video as well. John Stones brings that down, but unfortunately Ninis is going to smash that clear. There's still 35 minutes left, though, for us to get a goal to go in front, and I am certain that it will come. Walker into Wilshere. Plenty of space out wide for Will Buckley. Going to turn inside as well. He's into the box here, Will Buckley. This is a great run. He's going to have the shot, and he's going to score as well. Told you I was certain the goal was going to come, and it has done through Will Buckley. 2 or 3 times there, I thought, as he turned inside and cut inside the defender, I was like, do I call for it? Do I not call for it? Or do we let him go for a run? Because he was on a really nice turn inside that just there. And as he burst through, I was like, do I call for it or not? And then he got a little bit of space. So I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to it and let you do what you want to do. And he smashed it into the back of the net. England 1, Greece 0. And finally, we have ourselves in front. So it's to Ninis. Try and get the interception in. We've done very well. Or at least I thought I'd done very well. And the referee gives a free kick. That was just a 50-50 shoulder barge, wasn't it, really, than anything else? Never mind. Hopefully Samaris doesn't punish us for that with a free kick. It's on target. It's not on target. Thankfully, it's over the top of the bar. 15 minutes still to go. That's the closest Greece have come so far. It wasn't that far away, actually. Oh, really wasn't that far away. Thankfully, though, as you see me in the background there, kind of breathing a big sigh of relief, we're still 1-0 in front. Throw for us. My guy's bent over double because he's so tired right now. We are on part the bus at the minute. And it will probably mean that if I do play it to a teammate, we'll probably end up trying to take it to the corner. But we'll give it to Studge. I trust him to actually maybe try and shoot. Well, I'll have a shot then if we're going to work it like that. Oh, so close to a second goal. Really not far away at all. It's something, I don't know what's going on, but in this episode, it's only a couple of shots have actually been on target. We've been better in this game than we were in the first. Apparently, I've had 6 shots. I don't remember having 6 shots. This might be quite a long episode if there have been so many chances just for me as well as other teammates as well. Sterling on the ball here. This will probably be the final move of the game as we move into stoppage time. We are looking for a second, though, if we can get it, despite being on part the bus. Theo, I've asked for it, is going to run it to the corner. Well, I'll call for a cross then, just to try and force the issue, because I don't want to waste the last few moments with the ball just being held in the corner by a teammate, but it really won't be long now till the referee, as he sidesteps forward down the pitch. Sidesteps forward, that doesn't make sense. There we go, there's the final whistle. That's what we were getting towards. A 1-0 win for England away from home against Greece, presumably in Athens, although I'm not sure where they hold their national games. But 3 points for the first time in the Euro 2020 qualifiers. Unbeaten, 13 chances, 6 on target. Slovenia beat Italy. Sweden beat Denmark. Italy really struggling in this group stage. this particular group in the Euro 2020 qualifiers has not gone even remotely how we would have expected it to. Slovenia, after 4 games, are unbeaten and top. Italy second, then Greece, then ourselves, then Sweden having lost 3, and Denmark also having lost 3. Really, really strange. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like I say, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Check the channel page itself for anything you may have missed over the weekend, whether it be this series or the West Ham Career Mode series, which will now return to you tomorrow afternoon in the usual 4 PM slot. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next.